Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Son of Mogaf. It's Wednesday, which means species. For those of you that watched the last episode, we had a bit of a time, didn't we? We put a bunch of creatures in fact, into a world and slowly increased the gravity until it was so high that they in fact just couldn't move. They were all huddled together, desperately trying to live. I think we got up to like 10,000 times. No, it was 100, wasn't it? 100,000 times normal gravity. So what I'm going to do this time is, again, put them into another new world, and I'm slowly going to remove the oxygen in both the land and the water. I did get informed by one of my friends that the gravity, actually, you can set that to minus numbers. You can have negative gravity, which is just repulsion, isn't it? Wouldn't it just repel? I'm not sure how that would work. Anyway, I'm going to start a new world. Ooh, this one's actually not bad. I might just have this one. Let's have a look. We can go to the map editor. I didn't show you guys this last time, where you can change the seasons. You've got like wet, hot, dry, cold. But what I want to do is shuffle everything along. So it's like hot and wet or cold and dry. I think I can do that. It's a little weird. How does this even work? So that's cold and dry. Can I? It doesn't seem to move up and down is the thing. You can do this and create a variety of different a variety of different situations for your creatures to live in. I guess that would be it. There. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm trying to do. If you I just tweak it just a little bit. I want cold, dry is underneath there. If I move it, look, there's a marker that says dry, and if I move it back, you can see it's underneath where it says cold, and I want to do the same here. How did I do that? Ah, like that. Right, okay. So it's... Oh, God. Like... that. Ish? Let me see if I can line these up, because I can see there's little, like... little itty bitties. Because that makes sense. That's a thing for you to say, Son of Mogaf. Well done. Like that. So it's cold and dry and hot and wet at the same time. Although these two lines don't look like they match up. That's at 5. Let me see if I can get that at 5. And then I can slide this along. Yeah, that's difficult actually to get it to match up, but I think this is close enough, right? You think? Sometimes it moves sideways and sometimes it won't. And I find that confusing. But that'll do. I'll just set it like that. Let's, what are we going to do here? I don't want a nursery. I'm going to spend 5 minutes just twiddling with these bloody pulley handle things. I kind of want more land than that. Let me see if there's... Yeah, I can do that. And then I can put the water up. Yeah, like that. That looks good to me. What else have we got? Slope gradient, fertility average. I want that up because of the reasons. And then what I'm going to be doing, as you can see, look, water oxygen and airborne oxygen. I'm just going to put these down by like 10% each time. If I start it at 1 and then put it down to 0.9 and then 0.8, I can do that. I want this at 2000 because I had frame rate issues last time. I think that's us done. The music has blasted my eardrums immediately. Right, first thing I want to do is find all these creatures and murder them so I can import my own from the last... Where's the murder button? Boom, murder. Let's see if I can find all the rest of them. And hope it doesn't crash. Sometimes it crashes when you do mass murder. It's almost like the game doesn't want you to kill the only life forms on the bloody planet. Right, okay, I'm going to do a quick cut. I'm going to murder all these things, import our guys, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. That actually took a long time. These things are kind of evasive. But I've imported our creature from the last video here. This bloody guy, crying out loud, look at it. Let's get a bit, let me get a better view, hang on. There, I murdered all them. Blech. Oh, yeah, there. That's the guy that's used to super duper gravity. I don't know how that's going to affect them in the current world. I mean, it does say walk stamina is cross country, so not sure how that works. The gluttonous, insomniac, aggressive, brave. There's a lot going on here, but same rules as before. When they hit the creature cap, I'm going to decrease the oxygen by about 10%. And then I'm going to leave them. If they hit the creature cap, I'll do it again. Or when they pass 25 generations. So let's see if they... Oh my god! Look how quick they are! Oh, they're dying really quickly. Oh, no, now they're breeding. Now they're breeding. Took them a while to get used to their new environment, where they're essentially just now Sonic the bloody Hedgehog, apparently. Look at the amount of them there are. They can run so fast and so far, they can just get to any piece of food they want. Look at that. They've spread so far already. Look at them. They're all over the goddamn place. Oh, and the frame rate is already suffering. You can just see all these little like red spots where they're dying and breeding instantly. We hit the creature cap. Let me just slow it down. I forgot how tiny they are as well. These ones, not so much, but I guess the gravity in this world is allowing them to grow to larger sizes. Never really considered that. Alright, so let's, I'm going to put this down to, say, 0. Oh, 0. It doesn't like the keypad for some reason. Which is a little inconvenient. There you go. We've removed 10% of the oxygen. Let's see how that works out for them. They really don't seem to care, do they? I suspect the result will be the same. They're all just going to end up dying. I mean, what are they going to breathe? Nothing. But what I think I'll do is once I'm done with this oxygen thing, I'll put them in a world and increase the oxygen by 10%. That won't kill them. That'll just cause them to become hideous to a degree that's unfathomable to me. Yeah, they're still at the creature cap. Doesn't look like they're going anywhere. I'm going to do it again. World options. I can put that at 80%, I should say. I know how percentages work. I can do math. Water oxygen, airborne oxygen. Yeah, let's see if that affects them in any way. To be fair, they are quite a sturdy creature now. They've been tortured for, what, I don't know, like tens of thousands of years. But they are pretty damn sturdy. They have relatively short lifespans, but they're pretty strong. It's the wet season, so it's hot and wet at the moment, apparently. If I set that graph right, I'm not entirely sure that I did, but no, they're still at the damn creature cap. Hey guys, how are you enjoying the oxygen? Oh, you think there's an overabundance? Well, let me fix that. There we go. We're down to 70% oxygen. That's got to start killing them, hasn't it? Right? I mean, apparently they just don't care. Hey, what are you guys actually breathing right now then? I guess you're still breathing oxygen, it's just in lower concentrations. Huh. It's still so many of them. I like to see the landscape change as they eat it and it regrows as well. That's kind of cool. I forgot to check the fertility, actually. Yeah, it's about the same. They're still at the creature cap. Oh my god! Did I create an indestructible monster at some point? Ooh, we've got an emergent species. That's interesting. I'll look at that in a minute. All right, less oxygen for you guys then. We're already down to 0.6. We're nearly at half the normal oxygen rate. Another thing I might do that's just occurred to me is if I remove the air oxygen and keep the water oxygen normal, could I force them to become fish? This is a thing that I've tried before and it just failed miserably. I tried to make, was it the microhumans? I don't remember. It was a while ago now. I tried to force them to be fish by raising the water level. I might do that again. I'll put them like in a world, and I'll keep the water oxygen at 1, and I'll put the airborne oxygen down by like 10%, and then I'll raise the water, and then I'll put the oxygen down and the water up, and see if I can force them to be fish. What a weird phrase to use. I forced a bunch of creatures to become fish. For what reason, son of Mogeth? For why did you do this? Okay, we're actually... Oh. Actually, I was about to say, we're actually getting new species, but they're becoming extinct, like, immediately. That doesn't surprise... What? What are you... Alright, so that mutated into... that. Because of the lack of oxygen? How does the long neck help? Maybe there's a bunch of, like, filters in that neck. So it allows the creature to extract more oxygen. I'm just making this up as I go along, really. It's almost entirely lost its arms. And it's dead, by the way. Oh, Christ. Right, let's just keep it on full speed for a while. They really do not care, do they? They've got nothing to breathe. Or they've... Well, I mean, they do have something to breathe. It's just half as potent as it was before. Look at them. They don't give a damn, do they? Something mutated and immediately went extinct. I did notice that. Like... My god, there's just so many of them and they're running around and they just won't die. Fine, less oxygen then. I mean, clearly they've got too much. I don't want to, you know, train these things to be greedy, do I? Actually more of them now. They're still not dying though. Why wouldn't you die? You've got nothing to breathe. You can't be that strong. You can survive perfectly in half oxygen. It's still at the damn cap, and the amount of species is still going up. I know we lost one just as I pointed at it, but this is insanity. Oh, I saw a little red arrow then to show a population decrease. It immediately went back up, didn't it? Like, immediately went back up. This actually might be a shorter video than I'm used to. The shock and the horror of it all. You hear my voice crack then as well. The shock! Ugh. Right, let's have a look. Oh my god, what happened to you? How many of those are there? There's like 10 of them. There's our guy that we've been following. I'm glad to see his head is looking a little bit more normal, even if it does have one gigantic eyeball on the back of it. It's slowly becoming a stick, isn't it? Look at it. It's getting thinner and thinner and thinner. I guess that's what happens when you've got nothing to breathe. This one's like, well, if the atmosphere's thin, then I can fly. So I'll just grow wings out of my waist. That's how wings work, right? Why do they all have these weird stretched out necks as well? Like, what is this about? Oh my god. Go away, window. It's like hovering around the cap still, isn't it? Look, you can see it says capped, not capped, not capped, and it's flashing by so quickly. Okay, I think it's time. This will change as well, the rate, depending on the season. It's hot and wet, dry and cold, and I guess that affects slightly their survivability. Uh-oh, something happened and they all started dying. I know it takes a little while to take effect, but they're suddenly destroying themselves. I wonder if they'll ever recover from that now. It does, in fact, appear to be plummeting all of a sudden. Maybe I was a little harsh in putting it down so quickly. I mean, they're not close to extinction. They're actually closer to the creature cap than they are anything else. But if you look at the numbers, even when this arrow is green, indicating an increase in population, it doesn't go that much higher than it is currently. So it's balancing. That's actually kind of impressive. They seem to be doing all right for a while. Again, it might be it might be because of the change in season. It says up there. That's why I keep pointing up there with my mouse and not explaining a single thing about it. Now, do I put this down another notch, or do I allow them to evolve for a little while? I've been recording 35 minutes already. It's going to be like 15 minutes or something into the video, and 10 minutes of that is me twiddling those environmental, like, seasonal graphs. There you go, there's the dry season. So it's cold and dry. Yeah, I think they're kind of just hovering around this, like, 1,500 area. I just want to have a quick look to see what we've got. What the actual hell? It looks Lovecraftian. I've been playing a lot of not Dead by Daylight, Darkest Dungeon recently. So I've really got back into my adoration for H.P. Lovecraft. Bit of a scumbag as a human being, but his works are just so amazing to me. I actually really like this guy. What, I don't even know what it is, but yeah, these creatures, like, they do remind me something that H.P. Lovecraft would invent in his delightfully twisted mind. Let's take... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Why do I do that every bloody time? What am I looking for? Averages. I think this is the... Every time. I do it every time. Push the damn wrong bloody damn button. Right. The herbivore, ultra smooth skin. Not sure what implication that has. It's lukewarm blooded, terrestrial. It's got pathetic health, minimal energy, decent walk speed. It's a cross-country runner, apparently. Decent swim speed, low swim stamina. It's dangerous when cornered, but very primitive. Look at this, look. It's asexual, brave, aggressive, insomniac, gluttonous. It's got like all the traits. Nothing there to say about temperature, I've just realised. Maybe that's changed since this is like a newer version than the one I've been playing. Oh, look, things are going bad for these guys again. Yeah, what I'm going to have to do then is... God damn. Oh, hello. You've actually got legs. It made me jump. I was like, oh my god, something's broken. Nothing's broken, son of my Griff. Your creatures just have legs now. That's actually, you know, better. Also, where's the one we started with? Is it this guy? I think it might be this guy. Right, anyway, I'm going to stick with this guy. I'm going to wait until he gets to, like, I don't know, generation 50, because I haven't been paying attention. And I'll bring you guys back, see how things going. Unless, of course, they hit the creature cap, there might be an adaptation of some sort that increases their rate of survival, so I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're all going to suffocate. But, yeah, I'll bring you guys back when one of the two things happen. Okay, well, here we are. This guy is having an issue with his eyes, as you might notice. He apparently can't decide what it's doing. It is a little over 50 generations. I had a phone call that I had to take, and so, yeah, a little bit late getting back, but that's not so bad. Only a few generations or so, and we've actually got a lot more species, but less individuals, I think, because they're competing. They're, like, killing each other off. So we've got this guy. As I say, appears to be having an issue with his eyeballs. I'm going to pretend that's not a thing. We got him. Is that the one we've been following? I can't tell anymore. That's an interesting development. All right. We got whatever this is. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Whatever this is. And that. We've got this. And him. And her. And that. And I think I went round them all. And it's time to put the oxygen down. Less than half gravity, half oxygen now. So that's going to be fun. Let's adjust that and watch them all die. Speed it up. Watch them all die. Oh dear. That's a steep decline, isn't it? Look at it go. Seems to be still a lot of activity. You'd think they'd become more... I don't know, they're not docile isn't the right word. More sedate? I don't know, less active, I guess, is the best way of putting it, since I seem to be struggling with words even more than I normally do. Down to 500. And it is going back up, though. Not very quickly. These things are so used to like breeding in massive numbers that when they do have like a breeding season, it goes bloody mental. Also in the wet season now, so it's hot and wet as opposed to cold and dry. I need to keep it in my head that that's how I've set it up. Although we are up into the 700s, it goes down almost as much as it goes up as well. Now, I'm surprised we haven't killed them all. We're at 40% normal oxygen levels. And the population is actually trending upwards slowly. They're kind of getting used to it. I'm not sure how you do that, but evolution is a weird thing sometimes. Get a view on these guys scurrying around. Look at them. That's a great view. I like that. absolutely mad. Like bloody ants. They seem bigger now than they were before. That's another thing I hadn't predicted. I thought they would get smaller. And they were already pretty damn tiny. So there's that. These camera controls get me every bloody time. There we go. I guess I'm going to go back to waiting. Let's give them another 25 generations or so, and oh dear, oh god, look at this. Let's just take another look at what we've got. Look at him. It actually looks like a creature rather than just a blob of flesh. The neck gets me every time. Look how thin it is. If I rotate this thing properly, you can barely even see it. Oh god. This thing doesn't even have a neck. And that's the dominant species as well. Amyloas triceratops. There you go. I tried that. That's another dominant species. What have we got? This is the guy that was having trouble deciding on his eyeballs. That's a major species as well. There's another dominant species over here, look. Still having a bit of a leg issue. I mean, this is the least insane looking, and it's got eyeballs in its mouth. I think that speaks for itself. We're up to over 1,000, actually. That's kind of interesting. 260, 230, 300. Yeah, these guys are pretty much taking over. Let's have a look. They're on generation 65. I guess I'm just going to speed it up again then. About an hour. I've been recording about an hour already. That's fine. I can go a little bit longer. I'm going to wait until this gets up to about 75 then. See how this goes for them. Okay, time to come back. We've lost some, gained some. The species has changed. We've got some absolute hideous creatures going on here. Like, some of these things. Some of these goddamn things. Like, what even is this? Have a look. I clicked the wrong button again. Lukewarm-blooded, terrestrial. It seems fairly the same as the other ones in a fairly general sense. It's just, I mean, its skin is somewhat terrifying, and those eyes aren't much better. It's time to put the oxygen down again. They are going through a bit of a breeding session right now. Like, they breed, and the amount of population skyrockets, but then they all, like, almost immediately die. Like, Daddy, I can't breathe! He's like, yep, join the club or die! Okay! And his kid just goes, immediately snuffs it. Because in my brain, children are born with the ability to speak and articulate their thoughts and feelings. Let's go ahead and just make everything worse. We're down to 30% normal gravity. Gravity! I said gravity again. It's oxygen. I'm not sure which one's worse. What would you rather have? Too much gravity or too less oxygen? Comments in the comments section on that mind bender. It seemed that bothered, to be fair. At the cold, dry season. I mean, the number is going down, but it was quite high anyway. Oh, Christ, they breed in such massive numbers. Just a small amount of population can like fill the whole world back up. They're not going extinct. I was kind of under the impression that would finish them off, but they are sustaining a population right now. It's like hovering between 600 and 800. I know we're at the creature cap before, but I'm a little surprised. See if I can get a good view on these hideous monstrosities scurrying around. Look at this. Absolute bloody craziness. Damn. What am I going to do here? I've been recording so long. I guess what I'm going to have to do is call that a video. It's been pretty mad, to be fair. We've ended up with quite a few species doing well for themselves. 250, 130, 120, 150. I mean, they're all goddamn bloody hideous monster creatures, but I think what I'm going to do is save it and continue with this next week. I definitely want to do the thing that I mentioned earlier with the water. I definitely want to do that, so I might do that after this. I might even do it with the micro-humans. I've still got them saved. So I might like save this guy, or whichever one of these guys like lives the longest, dies the slowest, I guess. And yeah, go see if I can make the micro-humans become fish. Or I might put the micro-humans and whatever survivor we end up... Oh god, what was that? Did you see that guy's head? What? It's not so much the head, it's the neck that gets me. I'll just leave that there for your viewing pleasure. Holy Christ. How does this help? And I've forgotten what I was saying. So, saving. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I need to save the world. I'm actually destroying the world. I'm sure I've said that before. I'm just going to call it O2. O2 survival. There you go. At least then it's got some semblance of hope. New save. There we go. Okay, yeah, like I say, I'm going to leave that as an episode of Species, Artificial Life, Real Evolution in my Evolve or Die series. We took the oxygen down from normal to what? A third? Like 30% normal gravity? There's now 70% less gravity in this... Gravity. Why do I keep saying gravity? Oxygen. There's 70% less oxygen in this world than when we started, and things are still alive. I'm not sure how much oxygen humans need to stay alive, but just guessing, I'm going to say it's more than 30%. Although I might be wrong about that. I'm not really up on biology. If you know, put that comment down in the comments section as well, along with the answer to the question I asked earlier. Would you prefer too little oxygen or too much gravity? I don't know how you would know that. It's probably something that no one's ever thought about before, but yeah, I'm alright with it. So, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Which is why I'm playing Species. I do Species on Wednesday. I do normally take Thursdays off, but I'm kind of dabbling on the idea of streaming again Thursday. I might turn Thursdays into my streaming days, but I'm undecided at the moment. So if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. I almost forgot to, get you to do that. My content is just this weird all the time. This is quite indicative of my content, where I fumble with words. I indulge in mass murder, sometimes regular murder, but also sometimes mass murder. And yeah, I waffle on too long at the end of my videos, so I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it right now. You stop it, son of Mogev. I'm now sat here telling myself off to myself. So yeah, I may see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you Friday for more Raft, which will be good, because I like Raft, and you like Raft, and everybody likes Raft, and I'm going to shut up.